Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Sunday, July 17th of 2022. A shout out to one of my best buddies who's turning 8 years old today. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives to create a sustainable environment in a peaceful world. Our topic today is help from the unseen realms. Help from the unseen realms. Today we're going to be calling on our supporters. We're going to be directing our focus and attention directly to the angels, the guides, the healers, the helpers, all who are here to guide, protect, direct, help us to receive guidance and healing, and help us to walk this path, that are here to support our journey of separation and return, of healing and wholeness and wellness, and becoming one with our source, the source that is the breath of existence that breathes us, that gives consciousness to our physical forms, that is evident and manifesting through our beings, through our existence and through our actions, to be seen and known and heard and experienced in this 3D material realm on planet Earth. So we're going to be calling on our healers and helpers and guides. We're going to be calling on our sources, we always do. And we're going to ask directly for what is in our hearts that we need, for whether that be for yourself, for your family, for a loved one, for the community, for all of humanity, for the animals, for the planet, for the air, for the water, for the environment, the climate, whatever that may be, for the earth herself. And I focus a lot on asking for help and healing for humanity, because the human beings are the ones who are given free will. And with our free will, that allows us to stray from the natural order of things, from the natural rhythms, from the divine nature and the consciousness, the living consciousness that flows through all. It's a part of us too. And we have that free will that allows us to go off course and live out of the harmony with nature. So we're the ones that need the prayers so that we can return and redirect our actions to be in alignment and in harmony with nature, so that the planet and the animals and the water and the air and all of nature can heal. When we redirect our actions, we create the environment that allows the natural the nature to come back into rhythm and harmony with itself. But we're the disruptors, so we need the prayers. And yes, pray for it all, wherever your heart is guided. Okay, so we're going to do that in the first part, and we are going to do in the second part, calling on some of the divine names and sacred sound codes to help us to open our extrasensory perception, to tune into that which is evident, which is perceived through our physical senses of our eyes and ears and our feel and touch and taste and smell. So tuning into that which is evident, and also opening our perception to that which is beyond the evident, beyond the seen, to the unseen realms, and then bringing that into an integration through the divine name of the all-existing. So the evident, the manifest, the visible is Zahir, Zahir. The hidden is Al-Batin, Al-Batin. And the all-existing is Al-Wajid, Al-Wajid. And I'll say that more when we get to them. But for those of you who know, just letting you know where we're going. Okay, so let's come into our circle, into our meditation and healing circle. Let's come together as one, sitting in a circle, side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your pure divine light. This is the pure divine light, the radiance of the existence of light that radiates into our creation, into our realm, to illuminate that which we see, which reflects the light of source. Right? That is the light that comes in. There is an all-existing, all-encompassing, one and only one light of the Creator that radiates into the creation and illuminates the objects of creation and reflects that light so our eyes can see images and perceive what is here. Some of what is reflected can be perceived through our physical senses and some cannot. And that doesn't mean that we still can't perceive them and open our sight, our extrasensory sight, to see them. So let's call on that pure divine light that radiates the reflection, the manifestation of the light of source into this realm, and just let that light, let it come in through the top of your head and let it flow all the way through the top of your head and flowing down through the center channel of your body, through your throat, and through your heart center, and through your solar plexus, through your sacral center, and through your base. Just let that light flow all the way through your body, through the very central core of your body, like halfway front to back, halfway side to side, through the top of your head and all the way through your base, and connecting you in with the earth. Just let that light, let it be a coming and going of that light through your body, a flowing through. And let it also come in now to your third eye, that center of your forehead, and let it come through that way as well. And just move all the way through that funnel of energy from the front of your forehead. And let it move into your vertical core. And it can come in from the back of your head also. And also flowing in through your vertical core. So you've got a light coming in, and this light is illuminating, the light is purifying, the light is radiance of the light of source. The radiance of the light of your source. Ya Nur. The divine name for this light is Ya Nur. Ya Nur. Ya Nur. Ya Nur. And together let's call on our source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your unconditional love. And let's just feel this vibration, this frequency of unconditional love streaming into the center of our circle, filling all of this space with pure unconditional love. Filling this space with pure unconditional love. And take a full breath into your chest space. And as you exhale, let that funnel of energy from the front of your chest, your heart center, come to face toward the center of the circle. And just let it tip up slightly and receive this gentle stream of unconditional love pouring into your heart. Just let this love pour in through that funnel of energy at the front of your heart space. And use your breath as a breathing portal to breathe this unconditional love into your heart center. And as you exhale, just blow out and release any of the constriction, any of the density that blocks the heart center and the flow of that unconditional love through your heart space. And breathe in this vibration of unconditional love in through your heart center. Let it breathe in all the way into the center of your chest. And as you exhale, blow it out, releasing the heaviness, the density, the constriction from your heart space. And inhale in this vibration of unconditional love. Let it stream in through that funnel at the front of your chest. Inhale that vibration of unconditional love all the way into the center of your heart space. And as you exhale, just relax into your body and let that stream of unconditional love stream through your heart center and into your vertical core. That core that runs through the top of your head, all the way along the center of your body and through your base. Just let your conscious body lean back into it, like you're standing under a gentle waterfall, and you're receiving this gentle downpour of this pure divine light and unconditional love. And just allow yourself to be in this stream and to get wet. Let this water fall over you and let your body be like a sponge and absorb it in to every pore and every cell of the sponge until your sponge is completely saturated and sopping wet with this water of pure divine light and unconditional love. Let yourself take that in completely all the way into the center of your body. Breathe it in and breathe your energy into the core of your body as you draw all of the parts of yourself into the core to absorb this water of unconditional love and pure divine light. And as you exhale, just let all the parts of you drop down and land into your pelvic bowl, into your hips, into your belly, into your base, grounding into the earth, sitting on the earth, feeling your connection and your presence fully embodied on the earth. Inhaling in that pure divine light and unconditional love, letting all of the parts of yourself gather into the core of your body and receive and become saturated, drawing in that water of pure divine light and unconditional love. Exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl, into your hips, and receive like the sponge, drawing in the pure divine light, Ya Nur, and the unconditional love, Ya Wadud. And receive and let it land. Receive and let it land. Receive and let it land. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, together let's call on our source. We call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your eternal compassion, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman, the eternal compassion. This is the ocean of compassion, the ocean of living consciousness, the cosmic womb of creation that we all exist in, and all of our existence exists within this cosmic womb this ocean of living consciousness, this eternal compassion that extends well beyond this time and space realm that we know. We are contained within a womb, the womb of Source, that contains us in all of this existence. We are one body within the womb, the cosmic womb of our creation, not separate from any other. Not separate, all one body within this cosmic womb of this fluid existence of our Source manifest through this existence, this evident creation, the seen and the unseen. So as you inhale in through your heart center, drawing all of the parts of yourself into this core to receive this light and this love. As you exhale, let yourself drop down and land into the ocean of compassion. Let your entire being rest into this ocean, into this secure, nurturing, nourishing, comforting womb. This is the womb of ultimate safety, the womb of ultimate love and caring and protection. Let yourself drop down and land into that womb and feel held, feel contained, feel loved, feel nurtured. Receive the nourishment from this womb and allow this ocean, the fluid existence of this womb space, just let it surround you, hold you, flow through you. The poet Rumi says, these forms we seem to be are open cups floating in an ocean of living consciousness. What we are is ocean, too near to see, though we swim in it and drink it in. It is too near to see, though we swim in it and drink it in. And he says, don't be the cup with the dry rim. We human beings are given a consciousness, and we have a law of nature that we all agreed to called free will, that only the human beings accepted, and some of the jinn in the unseen realm. We have accepted the free will, which means that we have to forget the oneness with all that is, the subsistence in the divine will, the flow of the divine will that moves through us and breathes through us and is manifest through us. But we have the ability to use our will to drop in and land into this cosmic ocean. Set our intention and our consciousness to drop into this ocean and to let ourselves immerse and sink. Don't be the cup with the dry rim, and be a part of the living consciousness, allowing the living consciousness to flow through our cups and to move through our cups, and letting our cups to flow in harmony with the rhythms of the living consciousness as it flows and moves within this ocean. The ocean of eternal compassion, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman. So letting this purifying and cleansing and illuminating light flow through you, letting yourself receive and fully take in the unconditional love, and allowing yourself to drop in and float into this ocean of living consciousness, to be the water. And rest into the womb of eternal compassion, the cosmic womb of eternal compassion. And today we're going to call on help from the helpers, the healers, the guides, There is a realm of unseen in this world that is beyond what we can see with our physical eyes. So take a few minutes and breathe into your heart center. Breathe into your heart center and invite your ears to listen. Invite the eye of your mind to turn down toward your heart and be a witness, an observer to a movie you've never seen before. So let go of any ideas of already knowing and turn your witnessing to your heart space, your eyes, your ears, and all of your senses to observe, witness, perceive, and learn from what moves through your heart. And breathe into that space. And before I go to the reading, I want us to just go ahead and ask. Tune into what your heart may be asking for. And let's call on, I mentioned the divine name of Yahweh, which is the all-existing, the all-finding, the perfect, the bestower of existence. And I want to read a paragraph from Fauzia's book, Fauzia Al-Rawi, Divine Names, 99 Healing Names of the One Love, on Al-Wajid. This is the one who needs nothing, nor is he capable of anything. Nor is he incapable of anything. So he has everything necessary and is capable of anything and everything. He leads everything that calls for him. He differentiates everything that he wills. So it is up to you, O seeker of Allah, O seeker of God, of the Most High, of the One, to strive to fulfill everything that he wants from you. That is part of our nature. That striving to fulfill everything that God wants from us is a part of our nature, because the breath that breathes us and the force that gives consciousness to our physical form, the existence that gives us life, is the existence of the breath of Source itself and the reflection of the light of Source. And our nature is to want to return back to that. From the moment that we start to perceive ourselves as separate, we have a yearning in our hearts to return, to reconnect, to become one again. So call on the all-existent and ask for that help. When we call on this is calling on the passion and the ecstasy of love. And from this same root of this same word is presence, existence, and knowledge. Al-Wajid is divine ecstasy. The all-existing, the one who is close, the one who answers, the kind, the loving. Call him with this name and rely on him so that your path truly becomes a straight path. His absolute kindness is everlasting and omnipresent. The one who repeats Al-Wajid 100 times for a week, so 100 times every day for a week, will find the finder in their heart, in their thoughts, in their whole being, and they will become a witness to his unity. So let's call on Al-Wajid, Al-Wajid, the one who is calling us back, is calling us back home. And let's ask directly for what our hearts seek, And ask directly to your source. Call him by the name of Al-Wajid. Ask directly for what your heart seeks. And let's call on the angels and the prophets and the guides and the teachers and the healers and the helpers, all who exist in the unseen realms, we can connect to in the unseen realms, who are here to help and guide and support. And let's call on them. Ask directly for what your heart seeks. You can ask for healing, for guidance, for strength, for forgiveness, for justice, for understanding, for truth. Whatever your heart is inspired to ask for, let your heart speak from its yearning and from its sincerity. And ask for help from the helpers. And I'm going to let you sit with that while I read from the chapter in The Answer is Love, Questions to Explore as we transition into an era of peace. The question as it came through was actually about colors. We see many colors. Are there more colors beyond what we can see with our eyes, more colors that we cannot see? The response is, there are light waves that vibrate at frequencies the eyes cannot detect. Sound waves, too, that the ears cannot detect. Your range of vision and hearing is limited. My world is not. There is more in this existence that you cannot see than what you can see. It is all here, present and surrounding you. The colors, shapes, sounds that are outside the range of your perceptibility through the human physical eyes and ears represent the helpers, healers, angels, guides, and jinn. They are all here to support you on your earth journey. They are here to help, and you have free will. They cannot intervene unless you ask them to. So ask. They are waiting. They love to help. So let them support you. So hear that. So ask. They are waiting. They love to help. Let them support you. And ask them to help you see, to help you hear. See with the eyes of your heart and your subtle perception. Hear with the ears of your genuine heart. This is like a muscle like any other, open to receive sight and hearing. Even when you do not see and hear, trust, have faith, call for their help, call on me. Ask for support to open your third eye in the center of your forehead. Focus your attention on that spot. Soften your gaze and watch for what wants to appear. And we'll come back to that. Right? Support to open the third eye in the center of your forehead. Focus your attention on that spot. Soften your gaze and watch for what wants to appear. Do not be afraid as we usher into the new era. More will be able to perceive the subtle realms through the range of vision and hearing, not only through your physical eyes and ears, but through the subtle perceptions of the spirit realms, energy forms, obstruction and flow, and surrounding energy currents. You will have an easier time of navigating and entering into flow state. But learn to stay grounded and centered in your body. Occupy your physical space and stay attuned to its messages. You can do both. Perceive what is within the range of your physical senses and attune to the subtle energies. Your brain and nervous system can process information from both. Stay embodied. This is very important. Stay embodied. You don't have to leave your body to perceive the subtle realms. The messages from your body are important to navigate your journey. You are still on it, processing information and learning through your physical information processing center, which is your physical body. Your physical body is a physical information processing center. You are taking in energy from the subtle realms and information from the subtle realms and from the material realms, and your information processing center, your body, is processing this information so that you can learn and grow and all of the things you're here to do and to be and to have. You need the information that comes through your body. It is always speaking to you and guiding you. It knows and communicates when you are aligned with love and where you are not. It knows and it communicates when you are aligned with love and where you are not. It knows and communicates when something in front of you is aligned with love or not. It is constantly processing information from your surroundings and giving you messages to guide and direct you, whether the information comes from the physical realms or the subtle realms. Stay embodied. Listen to your body's messages. Learn and stay aligned with love. The wisdom in your heart knows love. So listen to your heart and choose love. Listen to your heart and choose love. So, again, direct your heart. And if you can, feel the yearning. Let your heart speak to you through its yearning, through its longing. The longing tells us of a sense of a feeling of separation from something that we long for. Whether that's peace, healing, love, forgiveness, justice, equality, freedom, compassion, beauty, provision, kindness, whatever that may be. Whatever your heart needs, community, unity, whatever your heart needs, let yourself feel the longing, because this is your heart speaking to you about what it seeks and what it wants help with. And as you feel that in your heart, turn your heart and just imagine yourself face to face with the angels, your angels, healers, helpers, guides, teachers, the prophets, and your source. And let your yearning, call out to them from your heart, as if you are heart to heart, face to face, eye to eye, with your healers and helpers, and allow your heart to receive, and let that longing, the yearning in your heart, draw like a tractor beam. Draw your heart to what it yearns for and draw what it yearns for into your heart. Right? So let yourself stay embodied. Lean back, let your heart open and be drawn, and let your heart open and draw in. So drawing into your heart that love and light and whatever it is that your heart seeks. You can be specific with your prayers. And draw that in and receive. Receive and receive. Breathe it in with your breath and let yourself lean back into your body, standing in that vertical core, letting that gentle waterfall stream over you and letting your entire being absorb like the sponge to be fully hydrated with what is being given to you and gifted to you in this moment. Receive, breathe it in, receive. And as you exhale, drop in and down into your hips and let it land. Let it land. Breathe it in and receive. Exhale, let it out and drop down and land. Let it land in your body, in the core of your body, into all your cells. And one more time, breathe it in all the way into the core of your body. And as you exhale, release, let go, and let yourself land and absorb and receive and be. Be kun fayakun. And now I want to invite you to just, if this feels okay for you, tune into your third eye, that at the center of your forehead, and just breathe into that space, letting that light come through that space. And just soften your gaze. And let's call on those three divine names that I mentioned. Zahir, or Zahir. It's kind of a hard THZH. Zahir. 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 That is the manifest, the evident. Right? But it still contains the essence of source within it. Right? So seeing it in its pure essence. And Ya Batin. Ya Batin. Ya Batin, which is the hidden, the subtle, and Ya Wajid, which is the all-existing, which makes no separation between the hidden and the manifest, the evident, or between the seen and the unseen. Al-Wajid is the all-existing, integrates everything into one all-encompassing, and does not make separation. So again, stay embodied, being in your physical body, attuned to your physical senses and your physical surroundings. Bring your focus to that third eye space. Just soften your gaze, let that space relax, and call on Ya Zahir, Ya Batin, Ya Wajid, Ya Zahir, Ya Batin, Ya Wajid, Ya Zahir, Ya Batin, Ya Wajid. Ya Zahir. Ya Batin. 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 Ya Wajid. Ya Zahir. Ya Wajid. Ya Zahir. Ya Batin. Ya Wajid. Ya Zahir. Ya Batin. Ya Wajid. Ya Zahir. Ya Batin. Ya Wajid. And again, just let yourself receive. And let's just say if there's anything that wants to clear out from the third eye space, that's ready to release from there, let's ask for their help to release it. And let's invite, like, your energy center goes all the way. Yes, it comes out the front of the forehead, but it goes all the way in and through and taps into, connects in with your vertical core. So let your gaze soften like all the way through and back into the center of your head. And feel that connection all the way from the front of your forehead back into the center of your head. And let all of that soften, releasing the tension around it. And let that energy flow through that center into your vertical core. And let that, all of those divine qualities, attributes, sound codes, vibrations, just let them flow all the way through and into your vertical core. And from the center of your head flowing down, connecting with your heart, like through your throat to your heart. and through your solar plexus and to your sacral center, into your belly, and then all the way through and into the earth, through your base, connecting you to whatever you are sitting on, and all the way into the earth. And let that flow through. And I want to invite you can invite your third eye just to turn its gaze down to the heart and to bow and be a servant to the wisdom and the knowing of the heart. As the mind awakens, it becomes more and more in service to the wisdom of the heart. So invite this mind's eye to turn its gaze to the heart and to bow in service to the knowledge and the wisdom of the heart. Letting your mind and your heart connect as one. Al-Wajid, there is no separation between the seen and the unseen, the hidden and the visible. There is only one. There is only one. So breathe that in. All the way into your core, with all the parts of yourself joining into your core. No separation. And as you exhale, just let it drop down, land into your pelvic bowl, and receive. Receive and let it land. Al-Wajid is the divine ecstasy, the one who is close, the one who answers, the kind, the loving. His absolute kindness is everlasting and omnipresent. Become a witness to his unity. Breathe, receive, and let it land. Okay, and with that, I want to invite you to stay on and for discussion, Q&A, or sharing. I'm going to close the recording, and for those listening to the recording, you're invited to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. Find information for joining us live at joyfullylivingwellness.com, joyfullylivingwellness.com, or communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, sign up to receive reminders and replays of these Sunday morning calls, and also you will receive some reminders about some other things that we've got going on. One thing that we do have coming up starting this week on Thursday is the Divine Manifestation Workshop. You are invited to join us for that. If you have a calling in your heart, a yearning in your heart to make a difference in the world in some way, to serve the greater good of humanity, of the planet, of the animals, of the water, the earth, the air, the environment, whatever is your passion, where you feel a desire to serve. and you want help with connecting with that, getting clarity on it, really becoming embodied with it and unified with it, and manifesting it through your being, bringing source expression into manifest form in this world to serve in some way for the greater good, then please join us for that workshop. I promise you it will be a transformational experience. We will be using sacred sound codes, sacred geometry, embodiment practices. A lot of powerful things come together in this course to help you to really be the change that you wish to be and be the center of what is coming through you. Not like it's happening out there, but it's really you be it and it be you, and you're moving with it together, right? Being a part of the divine manifestation from source, which we are the divine manifestation from source. We're not separate from it. We can't just kind of kick back and say, I'm going to watch it happen and pretend that, I'm just surrendering to God. You are it. So if you feel that passion in you calling you to serve in some way and to be a part of what's moving, then I invite you to that workshop. Go to the joyfullylivingwellness.com, and you'll see a link there for the Divine Manifestation Workshop. And you can register there and join us. It starts this Thursday. I hope you will. All right. And with that, let's see, when you sign up, just the same, when you sign up to receive the reminders for the Community for Conscious Living, you'll receive a one-sheet reminder of who and what we are and why we're here, what this world is about. You'll also receive a 15-minute downloadable guided meditation that you can use as a way to help you, part of your daily practice, I hope, to help you to connect with the light and the love and the compassion in your own being and be that light and love and compassion in the world. All right, with that, I'm ending the recording and opening for the Q&A. Thank you very, very much.